Hello, hello. Hello. Hi, everyone. So many of you popped on so fast. Hi, Purple Paisley Planner, Angie, Naive, Lovely's Crafting Lodge, Michelle. Hello, everybody. He is doing just fine. Come and get him. Come and get him. That's you, Jacqueline. Awesome. Yay. Yes, Jacqueline, you have to share the lovely work that you do with those junk journals. Like, I am so excited. Like, I'm about to go over there right now. um, how do I? Hey, Sherry. So you're on Instagram too now? Yes. Awesome. Is your Instagram the same name? Hey, Raz. Okay. Found you. Yay. All right. Let me find you on YouTube now. So if anybody's wondering who Lovely is, that is Jacqueline, who has now started an IG. Oh, you haven't made your Instagram your Yahoo active? Hey, Christy. So let us know when we are able to access you on YouTube as well. Oh, look, I see. This is nice. I cannot wait to start looking at all your stuff. Awesome. Oh, you just don't come up in the search. Okay. Yeah, because I was trying to click on and see if it would take me to your page. So Angie, Prime Day is through Amazon Prime. I almost forgot it was Prime Day, which is kind of perfect because I need to make an Amazon order anyways. So yeah. But I don't know that there's any deals out there right now that I'm like really interested in. There's nothing that like I really gotta have because I've been spending so much money on the planners. So I'm gonna try my best not to spend like a ton of money for Prime Day. Last year, like Black Friday, I got my Cricut Um, I don't know if I got anything Prime Day last year. I'm pretty sure I did. I can't think of what it was. Um, but yeah. So I'm not even sure like what kind of deals they've got going on. I guess the only thing I would possibly really be interested in getting is if they've got like good sales on like accessories for the Cricut. But otherwise, I can't think of anything that I would be wanting to purchase. Yeah, can't think of anything. Okay, what did I miss? Naive said something. Christy, some loving joy. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so I need to check it. That's because of most of my Amazon Prime emails come to my Yahoo, and my Yahoo, there's just so much junk mail through there. So it's like I don't really pay attention to it that much. I'm on a keto diet for a while to lose weight, so no pastries. No pastries. Oh. Just yeah, so I'm excited to see everything that you're going to be posting, Jacqueline. My plan today was to come home and start putting together one of my traveler's notebooks for October, even though we're about to be in the middle of October. Um, but I have vertigo right now, and so I'm just like, I don't know if I can sit there at that desk because I was gonna film it too, but I don't know. I keep coming up with all these ideas, and it's just like I just need to put them to fruition. So yeah, I'm gonna try like to film a little bit tonight if possible. I was practicing yesterday making dividers. Thank you. Up till 3 a.m. What? Oh yeah, you really got the bug. Jacqueline has the bug. All right, so yes, I like what you were doing with that, Sherry. I watched that video. I like what you were doing with that. It made me miss like working in my fitness Bujo planner because I haven't really had the energy to plan in all of my planners lately. But like, let's see. Our treat for the day. I know I told y'all I was gonna bring a healthy snack, right? So this, unfortunately, it is another local thing. It's sweet and sassy trail mix. It's really good. It's got butter toffee peanuts, Cajun peanuts, roasted corn kernels, honey roasted sesame sticks, Cajun sesame sticks, and roasted almonds. And it's really, really good. It's got that good mix of sweet and salty with a little bit of spice. Yes. And then I thought I would bring you an additional item for this episode that is something that you can access. So y'all know I drink the hint water. So right now, for a limited time, they have these lemon combinations, lemon berry combinations. So, but you have to order them online. So I ordered them online. And I got it comes with a 12 pack of each. So there is the blackberry lemon. Again, this is hint water. So there's blackberry lemon. There is strawberry lemon, and there is raspberry lemon. So these are accessible online at hint.com. Hint.com. They've got all kind of flavors of the water. I love these waters because there are no sweeteners, and I've told y'all that before. I hate sweeteners, so there's no sweeteners in them. And what they do is they like boil their fruits to get all of the flavorings out of them. They boil the fruits and the skins to get the flavors out. So no sweeteners. I love it. So I'm excited about this blend. They said that they had a blueberry lemon, and a bunch of people were asking for them to come back with that one, but I'm excited to try these. So, and then they shipped really, really fast. Like my daddy called me today because I had them shipped to my parents' house. And he's like, "You got this big old box." And I'm like, what could possibly have come for me? But I didn't even get the shipping notice. They just showed up. So no, these are available to anyone who can find them. As far as stores to find these, I've mainly found them in Sam's and Target. But you can order them online, and they do have like monthly subscriptions to their water, but I haven't done a subscription, but they do have subscriptions to the water. One of my students, she sent me a box, a pack of waters, because she knows I love them so much. Available in Tamika Town. Yeah, they're really, really good. All right, Jacqueline, you get some sleep. See you later. Yes. So I did you. I'm sure you can find a very similar trail mix in your area, ladies. And like I said, these Target, Sam's, and hint.com. I cannot wait to try these. I don't know which one I'm most excited about. But yeah. Oh, sure thing, ma'am. But yeah, I really want to do some crafting tonight, but I don't know. My head is it started yesterday. I took an allergy pill last night, and I'm still a little groggy from the allergy pill. It like I fought to stay awake all day today. Like it was so difficult. If I would have had candy, that would have helped me stay awake. But I didn't have any candy at work, so I need to put some candy in my desk. Because y'all know I always got snacks, right? So I need to keep some candy in my desk for those days when I'm fighting to stay awake like that. Because today was definitely one of those days. So it was a bad combination of still feeling the effects of the allergy pill, the vertigo kicking in, and then being in that cold room. So I was just like fighting. So has anybody made any purchases for Prime Day or plan to make any purchases? I can't believe that I was not on top of things for Prime Day. It's Prime Day, people. I don't know if they got any good deals. Hey, a karaoke microphone. Yeah, I can't really think of anything that I want. I need to get my mom, she wants a cell phone case like I have. So I need to get that for her. I need to make a note of this stuff. Where's all my pens and stuff? pen up here. I don't know where it went. I purchased a purse that was on deep discount, but I didn't even realize it was Prime. Yeah. So today and tomorrow, I believe. Where is my pen? That is crazy. I think I accidentally packed up all my stuff and put it in my work bag because I was sitting here for work yesterday. I think that's what happened. I just scooped everything up because when I got to work, I noticed I had a Sharpie pen in my work bag, and that's one that I usually keep on the table. Check IG real quick. You were looking at Bibles. Never purchased one, but saw those illustrated ones. They're expensive. Yeah, they can get pretty pricey. Oh wow, Naive. I have what's called the Remnant Bible, and it has like a built-in kind of concordance with writings from Ellen G. White, and so it will refer back to her writings in certain passages, and then you can go and pull up her writings and compare and everything. So, and I had it customized with my name on it. I remember years ago that we were having a revival at church and they were giving them away. So like you bring some guests, and then whoever brought the most guests to the revival had a chance to win the Bible. And I could not get anybody to go to church with me. Like nobody would accept my invitations. It was very disappointing, to say the least, because I'm like, if I had been inviting people to go with me to the club, to the bar, to the movies, like they would have been like, yeah, let's do it. And I was telling them, I'm trying to win this Bible. Like I'm trying to win this Bible. So this revival lasted, I want to say the revival lasted about 2 weeks. The only guest that I was able to get to come to that church, kid you not, were some students, because they heard me talking about it, about the Bible and how I was trying to win it. And they literally asked their parents, could they go to church with me so I could win this Bible? And so one night I had like 7 of my students there. And then they were like, oh, well, they don't qualify because they're not adults. What? I was able to get students, high school students, to decide that they wanted to come to church so their teacher could win a Bible, and you're going to tell me they're not adults, so I don't qualify. So yeah, I still didn't win the Bible. I ended up having to purchase it for myself. Sure did. But it's called the Remnant Bible, and I love it. It's a really nice Bible. Like I need to get one by one that doesn't have things that I go take out. That's why I make sure I only get King James Version. I don't want any other version, because so many other versions have deleted a lot of scripture or changed the wording and like watered it down to fit the center. And out of King James, that's all I deal with. And I know some people say, King James is hard to read sometimes, but my mom always told me, when you read your Bible, you pray before you read and you ask for understanding, and God will provide it. And so that's the only one I mess with, is a King James. I don't know that I want to journal on this one. Yeah, I don't even really like highlighting or writing in mine at all. I don't even like folding the pages or anything like that. Some people probably look at mine and think it's never been used much because I don't like writing and stuff in it. Yeah, my students came. My students showed up, and and they got something out of it too. That's what was so nice. Some of them still, after the revival, there were a couple of them that would still come to church with me. Their parents would allow them to come to church with me sometimes because they still wanted to go. The Apologetic Study Bible is good. Apologetics. Okay. Where's my pen? I'm going crazy because I can't find my pen. Someone that had a section for what you're feeling and how you can follow the plan so you can read it in a year. So the King James, but as you said, prayer and meditation before I was gratitude. Yeah, I won't touch any other version but the King James because I've seen comparison where important scripture has been like removed. That's another version I was looking at. Yeah. I read the Bible through. I did like a yearly plan. The plan I read before was like a chronological one. And that's what I like because it took you through the Bible chronologically, which meant when you got to certain books, you might have gotten out of the order in the way the books were written, how they are listed in the Bible, but it took you through everything chronologically as it happened. And I love that. And I've been trying to find that plan again because I want to go through it again. I went through it twice, but I would love to go through it again. But I just I'm sure I probably have it tucked away somewhere. But I like the idea of reading it that way instead of just reading from front to back. Because then it was like you get the full story because everything's in order in the way that it happened. NIV. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that sometimes like you can tell like in church if when people are reading up from different versions because the wording will be different. Even like for my godson, it's hard to find even children's Bibles that are King James. It's hard. It's really hard. A lot of times they will have a different translation for kids. Yeah. But NASB, ESV, and CSB. I've heard of a couple of those. But Chrissy, I was watching part 2 of that, The Days of Noah on Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, I was mentioning last week about the Days of Noah series. There's 4 parts and they're deep. Like I watched part 2 with my godson the other day. It's deep. I was like pretty much emotional like the entire time I watched that second part. Because it just brought back all of my studies and everything that I've learned and everything that's going on right now. And it's just like I got really emotional watching it. They are functional translations that are more word for word for the original manuscripts. Okay. What I don't like is a new King James because I was taught they just took the original King James and put in modern language meaning. This no translation, no translation. Yeah, Christy, I thought about the fact that you had gone through, because after I watched episode 2, I was like, man, these episodes are long. And then I thought, man, Christy went through all 4 of these in a like 24-hour period. That was a load of information. I thought about that the other, I was like, man, that was a load of information she got. So yeah. Woo. But I sent the Sunday I sent your stuff out today, Angie. Didn't I email you, message you? So yeah, looking back through it, Christy, made me want to go back through the Bible again. It makes me want to just go back through it chronologically again. It's hard for me because when I get to certain stories, I get really, really, really emotional. Certain stories in the Bible. Of course, Joseph, I've told y'all how I feel about Joseph. I can't even stand to hear a sermon about Joseph. I get emotional. Yeah, that one's hard for me. reading about Job, and of course, Christ and his crucifixion. Those are all very, very emotional passages. All four of those important Christian things. Well, I'm so happy that you enjoyed it. I mean, it's a lot of information. The one guy on there, Doug Batchelor, he's the founder of this of Amazing Facts. So if you go to amazingfacts.com, it might be .org, he has a lot of different studies on there. And then I don't know if you saw like the black guy that was talking in there. He had actually come to my old church years ago and did a sermon for our youth program we had. And so he talked to the youth and he was telling them, how he used to be in the music industry. He was in a rap group, and he explained, how sinful and evil and corrupt, like that industry is. And he was talking about how, he was led back to Christ. It was awesome. So, when I saw him in the series, I was like, oh my God, it's Ivor. What is his name? Medgar Ivers or Ivor Meggers or something like that. I was like, oh, that's him, but he did speak at my old church some years ago. I was going to try to watch The Passion of the Christ and just got sick and couldn't do it. It's deep. It's deep because, like I was saying last week, when you watch it, you have to sit there and recall that he went through that for us, not because he deserved it or he was guilty, but for us. I love the way that they took the science and show how it applies and how it's slightly modified. Yes. And that 2300 day prophecy that they talked about in episode 2, that is a very deep study. So I've studied that before. That's something else I think I would want to study again, because when I first studied it, I could break down those dates. I had all those dates. I knew everything that happened. Like I had the dates memorized. But that's something I would like to study again. And it's a lot. I couldn't believe, I don't know, I just didn't expect the series to go into as much information as it did. And so I was just kind of sitting there like shocked, like, oh, we gonna talk about this? What? We're about to talk about the 2300 day prophecy? Like, what? Yeah. And there's a lot of misconceptions about how it will occur and all of this, the evil that is going on in this world. They have already concocted their fake Christ return. But the Bible never says that when Christ returns that he's going to step foot on the earth. It says he will be in the air. So when they bring their fake Christ and they said he's over here, don't run, because he's not stepping foot on earth. He's going to be in the air when he returns. That's what the Bible tells us. And they already have that ready to go. That time is going to come. They are going to bring out their fake Christ, and a lot of people will be deceived. The Bible says even the elect shall be deceived. So yes. Exactly. That was when I first learned about the day and the year thing. I was very like, wow, it's so much. And I can tell you this, I grew up Baptist. I grew up in the Baptist church. And all my life, I converted to Adventism probably like 2009. So I was probably 20, almost 30. No, 25 years old, 20, something like that. So to think I'd gone all those years in my life And I didn't even learn as much all those years in the Baptist church as I learned my first year of Adventism. Like, yeah. The rapture is, when you really study it biblically, it's very misconceived, and a lot of people have a certain idea of it that is not quite how it is going to happen. So yeah. But yeah, that, if you go to that amazing facts, I want to say it's .org, they talk about, they have studies on all of that stuff, like all of it. And they go in all the studies, they take you right back to the scripture, right back to the scripture. I know, but I prefer people to really read for themselves, because like when you've been taught one thing for so long, or you've been raised a certain way, some of us, we hold on to tradition so much that we will totally reject the truth, knowing that it's the truth, but we'll reject it because of tradition. And my mom was very, very reluctant to convert to Adventism and to accept the Sabbath, the biblical Sabbath, because she had grown up Baptist all those years. And so she went to our old pastor, our old Baptist pastor, before she left that church, and she asked him, when is the true Sabbath? And he said, yeah, it is Saturday. And she goes, well, why don't we teach that? He goes, mainly because of tradition. And a lot of pastors know it, but they don't want to lose their congregations and have them go to a Saturday Sabbath keeping church. So they don't teach it. But yeah, and so that, I think that was the thing that really cemented the decision from my mom to leave. And that church, we had been a part of that church for so long, that Baptist church, and it was like those people were like family to us. And so I think that was another thing that made my mom hesitate, because she was leaving. She felt like she was leaving her family, but you didn't have to leave the people. You're just leaving the faith. You know what I mean? Teach on why the would take. Yes, it would take lots of time. Yes. It's even Amazon Prime. The Days of Noah. That's what it's called, Sherry. The Days of Noah. Yeah, and it's coming. Oh my God, it's coming, Christy. It's coming. This is the crazy thing, Angie. My mom, myself, and my brother, we were already studying about the whole thing with King Nebuchadnezzar and the golden image and all that. We were already studying that. And then we got a flyer at our house, and on the flyer was that golden image talking about a revival at this church. And I was like, oh my God. And it was like, we just felt like God was just like calling us to go. And we went to that revival, and we learned so much at that revival. And we started learning about the biblical Sabbath. And like I said, for me, when they showed where it was in the Catholic writings that they changed it, that's all it took for me. And I was like, okay. And like I said, a lot of people say, oh, the Sabbath is for the Jews. Well, the Sabbath was, that was at creation. That wasn't something that happened years and years later. That was made at creation. The Sabbath was hallowed and set aside at creation. And so if we're just going to give one commandment to the Jews and say, okay, no, that one is for them, well, then why are we following any of the other ones? If that's the case, we can kill, we can steal, we can covet, we can do all of this other stuff because it's for the Jews. But that's not what it was. I'm with this as long as it isn't pushed, because it is. a law that was fulfilled in Christ and the Testament of the church was also. Yeah, I don't push it on people. I let people make their own decisions about it. But I knew that once I studied it, I was convicted. And that's why I converted. I love that they took modern information and implemented those current day situations. Yes. Yeah, that it blew me away because, like I said, the reasoning that they say they did it was because they were above the law. And I'm like, what? And then the Bible tells you man will think to change times and laws. And that's exactly what man did. That's without Sunday was a worship day because Jesus. And that's what we're told. That's what we're told. That's where we grew up. But you know what? A pastor put it in a good perspective for me. He said, Jesus had all power to rise whenever he wanted to. But in death, he still observed the Sabbath and kept it holy. He still waited until after Sabbath to rise from the tomb. And I was like, that's deep. Yeah. But yeah, that amazing facts, they have studies on that. I'm trying to remember if I included that in the stuff that I sent you. Hold on, let me just check something. Okay. Yeah, so I have this one. I think I sent this to you, Angie. So this one talks about the Sabbath. And then this one talks about the true mark of the beast. And then this one's deep too. Are the dead really dead? So I have a few of these. If anybody wants some, I can send them to you. Just let me know. But I think I sent you all three, Angie. Yeah. I definitely want to find. I'm sure my brother and my mom probably has that Bible plan, that chronological one. But I want to do that chronological study again. Yeah. Yes, ma'am, Nyleave. Sure thing. Yes, I will do that, ma'am. Because I let me tell you, I was already supposed to send y'all something in the mail. I need to put a Google form together so I can get everybody's address again because I was trying to scroll back through that chat and find everybody's address, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to find it. Oh, yes, ma'am. Every day. But yeah, I'm gonna create a Google form and I'll send that to y'all. That way I have everybody's address in one spot. Cause I was like trying to scroll back to get Angie's address, and I was like, I'll be scrolling for days trying to scroll back through this chat. Because I don't think there's a way for us to search through the Instagram chat to find something. And I was just like, oh, that's gonna take forever. Yes, I agree, Nyleave. I agree. I agree. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. And the crazy thing is like the stuff that we really need to know, that's not the stuff that's really broadcast on the news. Everything else is like, I swear, everything else is like a distraction. It really is. Everything just seems to be a distraction. Oh, my head is spinning. But yeah, that going through that Days of Noah series, man, that made me want to just study even harder than I ever have. And like I said, I've studied a lot of that stuff already that I've seen thus far in those first 2 episodes, but it just made me want to study it even more. Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Nylene. Um, yeah. But yeah, when I first became a Sabbath keeper, it was hard because you're used to doing whatever you want on Saturday. So like we observe the Sabbath from sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. So it changes throughout the year based on the time change and the season and all that. So like in the summer, it's like, oh my gosh, sometimes it's like the Sabbath is never going to end, because the summer days are long, you know. But at first it was like, man, I can't do and I can't do and I can't do. But then after a while, it's like I would just like be ready for Sabbath to come because that's a day of rest and worship. Like, and I used to just look forward to it after a while, just like, come on, Sabbath, you know. Um, it's hard when my godson's here because he wants to do like his own thing or whatever. But I'm gonna start trying to think of different like activities and stuff I can do with him to keep him off of his tablet and stuff on that day. So that's why I watched the second part of that series with him. Like me and my mom and my brother, sometimes we would do like biblical crosswords, like biblical Jeopardy and stuff like that, to pass the time. But yeah, it was challenging at first getting used to that, you know, because then I had to sit and I had to sit and think about it, and it's because the Bible says, "Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy." It tells you not to work and for your servants not to work. So like the people that cut our grass, we do not let them cut our grass on the Sabbath. You've got to come on another day. Like it says, thou shalt not work, now thy manservant, no thy maidservant, now thy cattle, no thy stranger that is within thy gates. So it's a day of rest and worship. So where was I going with that? So yeah, we don't even let them come cut the grass on that day. Um, and we just try to keep it for rest and worship because yeah, Bible Jeopardy is fun. My mom usually whips us though. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Michelle. Yes. I haven't studied that in a long time. Um, but I do remember studying that when I first converted. Yeah. Oh, something else part 2 talked about, Christy, was the sanctuary. Oh, now that is a study. That is a beautiful study. There's this, I don't know if they still do this tour or not. They used to do this thing called the Messiah's Mansion. And at our conference camp meeting, we were able to tour the Messiah's Mansion. It is literally a life-size replica of that same biblical sanctuary that God told them to build. The people that do that tour, they literally built everything to the same dimensions as the Bible. So we were blessed to tour it at our conference's camp meeting one year. And then because the old church that I used to go to, because it was the only Adventist church in the city that had the land, they brought it to our church. So we were able to have the Messiah's Mansion at our church, and people all across San Antonio came to tour it. And we, our church members would go and help them, put everything up. It is a beautiful experience. It is such a beautiful experience. I was trying to see if my brother still had because my brother made a trailer video for it back then. And I was trying to see if he still had it. But if you search, because I did a search the other day looking for it, if you search YouTube Messiah's Mansion, you can pull up several videos of it. It is a beautiful experience. But my old church has a ton of land in the back. And so they wanted to bring it to San Antonio, but we were the only church that had the land available to set it up. And, they asked that we just kind of help the people out, and that we would feed the workers and have security for the workers, because some of the workers kind of slept there on the grounds. It was lovely. And so people came from all around the city to tour it. It was really nice. Oh, thank you, Angie. Yes, several years, and they were giants. Yes. And so when me and my godson were talking about that, he was like, "That's a long time." I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "People didn't live that long, Mika." And I was like, "Yes, they did, but not anymore because of sin, But yeah, what was even amazing, because like I said, that's the study I was doing with my friend. What was even amazing about that was learning about how many more years after the flood he still lived. That's crazy. It's crazy. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was trying to, when we watched the second episode the other day, I was trying to get my godson to understand, the similarities of then and now, and how things are parallel. He's still young, but he can understand some of it. Yeah. That my mom doesn't have Amazon Prime, so, but I want her to watch that series. So I don't know how well, because I'm watching it on my TV. I don't know how well it would play on a tablet or laptop, because I want her to see it. I think she would enjoy it a whole lot. Yeah, they lived a long, long time. It's hard to even fathom that they lived as long as they did. Yeah, it's really interesting, Sherry. The episodes are long, though. If I'm not mistaken, I think those episodes are about 2 hours each. They're long. So, and because when I was watching Saturday, I was like, did the next episode start? Am I still in the same episode? But it is worth it. It's really, really good. It's really, really good. And I think it's something that I'll probably go back and watch again. And like I said, I wanted to finish it, but I want to watch it with my godson. So I've been trying to wait till when he's here and watch it. And then once I've watched all of it with him, I'll probably watch through the whole series again. Is probably what I'll do. But yeah, I was shocked to see the black guy. And I was like, I remember when he came to preach. I'll never forget that because he told us some interesting stuff about that um, entertainment industry. Hey, Desiree. Yeah, so I was very shocked that they went into the sanctuary and the 2300 day prophecy. I was not expecting any of that in that series, but I was like, wow, look at here. And then after I watched episode 2, I was like, wait a minute. Christy went through all of this. I don't even know what's in episodes 3 and 4, but they made it very tolerable to watch. No, it's not boring. It's very, very exciting. Even that very first episode was so exciting how they talked about the flood. And it just made me want to keep watching. Yes. Yes. Study, study, study. Yeah. But it just made, like I said, it made me want to just dive back in a lot of things again. I'm like, man, I want to go study that again. I want to study that some more. What is he watching in there? Y'all, I'm buffering. Oh no. That's the devil. He's not happy that we're speaking about the Bible. That's what that is. The devil is not happy. I said the devil wasn't happy that we were speaking about the Bible, so he had to buffer it up a little bit. Let me tell you what happened when I joined my friend's Bible study, because she invited me to do this Bible study with her a few weeks ago. And I hadn't really been involved in anybody's Bible study for a while now. And they asked me to close out in prayer. And I kid you not, I closed my eyes because I always close my eyes pretty much when I pray. I closed my eyes and I started praying. And then when I opened my eyes, I realized my tablet had timed out. Mind you, I'm on this Bible study for over an hour, and then my tablet wants to time out in the middle of me praying. So then I opened the tablet back up, and they were like, your screen just went black. I was like, but I was praying the whole time. I said, but that's okay. The Lord still heard me. The Lord still heard me. I said, the devil was not happy that I joined y'all on this Bible study tonight. And when I got ready to pray, that was way too much for him. So he had to intervene. But yeah, I just laughed about it because I'm like, the devil, he tries everything. Sorry, buddy. I still got my prayer lifted to the heavens, even though you tried to block me. Even though the devil tried to block me. Mm-mm-mm. Crazy. What is my brother watching? Sound like some gospel music he's listening to. Oh, that's what is that gospel singer's name? Leandra something. Leandra. That's all I can think of. I think that's who he's listening to. Yeah, the devil wasn't happy, so he started buffering my live. But yeah, so I'm going to start that Google form and I will get that out to y'all. And if y'all could please just give me y'all's addresses again, that way I have them. And I'm supposed to send y'all something. I know I'm always so late. I know. But I need to send it anyways because it's pretty much made already. I just have to tweak some more things and finish them off. And then I'm gonna start getting my Christmas cards and stuff. Start working on that stuff early. Yeah, I think he's listening to Leandra. What is her last name, y'all? That gospel singer, Leandra. Oh, why doesn't it ever come to me? She was on that Sunday's Best show. I can never think of her last name. I want to say Davis, but I don't think it's Davis. It could be, but I don't think it is. I could be wrong, but I think that's who he's listening to. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get anything on Amazon Prime. I doubt it though. I'm not seeing. You know what? I sent my godson a link the other day and see if he was interested in this like science kit subscription, but he didn't even respond. So I need to see if that's something he would be interested in because if so, I want to get that subscription for him. But only if he's interested. If he's not gonna utilize the stuff, I don't want to waste money getting it. Are y'all going to be doing any Black Friday sales this year? Shipping is supposed to go up on the 18th, so if you can, Prime. Shipping's going up? What? Shipping is going, like, why? Why? Why, I say? Google form. Where's a Google form? Yeah, I don't really have a Christmas wish. Well, I kind of have a Christmas wish list since my family didn't fulfill the entire birthday wish list. I keep begging my best friend to get me a beagle. So maybe if I hound him enough, he'll get me a beagle. Yeah, I'll just keep hounding him about it, and we'll see what happens. Yes, I got a message a month ago and just the other day from Shopify. 1018. Wow. I don't ship a whole lot of stuff, but thanks for the heads up on that one. Does anyone have Amazon Prime free shipping? Is it worth it? Um, I like Amazon Prime. You usually get your stuff fairly quickly now. There have been some delays, of course, because of everything that's going on. Um, but yeah, like Angie said, if you're using it more than once a month, definitely. And Amazon has just about everything. Only thing I haven't found on there is a husband. But they have and a beagle, but they have just about everything. Okay. Yeah, I use sometimes I use it too much. The only thing I don't take advantage of are all the other perks that come with my Amazon Prime. Like I need to utilize the other perks more, like Amazon Prime movies, Amazon Prime TV, Amazon Prime music. I need to utilize all those other benefits more, and I usually don't. So I need to do that. Yeah, I like Amazon Prime. All right, I'm gonna be getting off of here in a minute myself. They probably have that. I want a beagle. Yeah, I noticed that some of what Amazon Prime has as far as TV and movies is very similar, some of it to, Hulu Plus or Netflix. But then they all have their own little original shows. So I like that about each of the three. I like that they all have their original stuff. You have Vudu. You can purchase Run and Watch free with ads. I've had that wrong. Oh, really? I've heard of that, but isn't that kind of built into like the Roku or the smart TVs? I think I think it's in there. I'm gonna send out a form, Nyleave, and then you can fill that out. Okay. Oh my God! Did you? I'm gonna vomit in my mouth. Oh, they already asked about you. Yeah. You can watch it online too. Okay, check that out. He already know the deal. You gonna make noise or anything, you gotta show your face. All right. All right. You know how he is. He's not about to show his face. All right. Well, I'm going to get off of here. What I am going to do, ladies, is in the chat on Instagram, I will give y'all the link to this Google form so I can get everybody's addresses and stuff in one place. Because there's no way I can scroll back through that chat for all that information. I mean, I do have some of y'all's stuff like separately, but yeah. All right, but I'm gonna get off. I will see you guys. Y'all have a good one. And I'm trying to think, do I want to take more allergy medicine because I could barely stay awake today as it is? I don't know. We shall see. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.